So today we've travelled to Metcalfe Models and Toys, and I'm joined with Nick, and well, we're going to put your questions that you've asked, or you wanted to ask Metcalfe, and hopefully you might have a few answers for them. Let's find out. Yes. Hopefully, let's see. So the first one is from Nan Burgess, and they say, well, do thank them for their fantastic kits which have been such a help to modelers. When they think about extending the range, might some specific buildings for narrow gauge be in the mix, and then will the new TT attract a sufficient following?
Narrow gauge is an interesting one, yes, possibly. We have looked at it before, and we'll probably look at it again. For now, TT gauge, I would say not in the immediate future. We'll see how it takes off first before we make any decisions on that.
Because primarily it's N and 00 at the moment in the range, isn't it?
Yeah, we are very limited to how much we can actually produce.
Yeah.
And so we have to sort of work within the limitations of what we've actually got here in terms of machinery and things.
Yeah. So having toured the factory today, I can confirm it's humongous, and there has been a recent extension, which you'll be able to see soon on World of Railways TV. But there's only so much capacity for producing kits, and I suppose it's what sells in the most numbers, isn't it? It's a business.
We have to keep our eye on the best sellers and,
yeah.
and keep up, with the production of the demand.
Yeah. So the next question is, what's the possibility of them considering the production of some 1960s era station buildings like Stafford, Bletchley, Kidsgrove, etc. So I guess West Coast mainline electrification type buildings.
There's every possibility, yes, that we would look at that. I mean, we are looking at more modern buildings anyway. We've already produced a few sort of up-to-date buildings. Something like Stafford would probably be, a good one to base a kit on.
Yeah, I think you were saying just before that you had a
friend many years ago in our local pub, a very colourful gentleman called Mr. Beaumont, I think his name was, who was a retired architect. He claimed to be the person who designed the station, or at least worked on it, and he had all the original plans which he was going to give me, and sadly he never did. And I think he's since passed away. So.
Right, well, perhaps somebody watching this might know of the whereabouts of plans for Stafford Station. If so, get in touch with Metcalfe Kits. Chances are that it might get made as a kit. Another one here from Paul Berry. Could you ask them to reconsider doing the O-gauge kits, just a basic range, platform, small station, buildings, goods shed, signal box, etc.?
Well, for now I would say no, but I would never say never. But
so O-gauge is
something that again we would look at.
Yeah.
The only problem we had with O-gauge was it's just because we have to produce in certain quantities. They take up a huge lot more space than the N-gauge and 00 gauge range, and we'd need something that would sell fast enough to warrant the extra space that we will be taking up.
Right. And in terms of the design of the kit, because we went through the factory before and we saw the thickness of card changes between N and 00. With something in O-gauge, would you expect them to have more laminations in the kit to make the building stronger? Or
the range we had before, we used the same thickness card, and it worked all right. I mean, where you need to strengthen it, you can just put more card inside the kit in terms of internal strengtheners and things like that.
So there's not too much of a problem there?
No.
Okay, and one here again from Martin, Martin Wood, who's just put 7mm. So obviously another O-gauge enthusiast who'd like to see some more O-gauge kits in the range. So
yes, it's definitely a gauge that seems to be, a scale that seems to be growing in popularity. So it is something that we'll probably look at some point in the future, but immediately I would say not.
Okay, well there you go. Who knows what might happen or what might just be around the corner. If you'd like to know more about Metcalfe's full range of kits, check out the website and look out for our forthcoming feature on World of Railways TV. Thanks for your time, mate.
Thank you.